she knows that she is her, when she knows who she is, at that moment, she takes back her power. If you know you are her, you should never be speaking down on yourself. You should never be affirming negative beliefs. Being her is being in your parasympathetic nervous system. Or really her. What does the shirt say? What does the shirt say? I can take the truth. So when it comes to me, I can be real with myself. And that makes me really her. Welcome back to another episode of Chaos to Creation. I'm your host, Connie. And to all my new creators, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And to the creation crew, you already know how we do. Now we're going to get straight into this episode. Y'all, so I decided that I'm definitely going to change the name of the podcast. I got a few different options. Actually, I only got one option, and I liked it. Somebody in the comments was like, I should do her creations, and I'm feeling it because, as you can tell, I'm really her. Period, y'all. I just love y'all so much, and I just love when y'all comment on my videos. Y'all continue to comment, please, because that makes me feel so good. Now, for the past few weeks, we've been talking about, just being her. And I'm really feeling this vibe. I'm really feeling the energy. I'm feeling it because when I was younger, I just used to not be her, y'all. But I grew into me being a woman and owning being who I am. And that there alone just makes me really her. Y'all. Okay. So, y'all, today I just kind of want to talk about when you know who you are, when she knows that she is her, a few things tend to happen. And I kind of want to let y'all know what those things are. First and foremost, when she knows that she is her, when she knows who she is, at that moment of realizing, she takes back her power. When I was younger, I used to think like, oh, everything was either my fault, which is was true, or things were other people's fault in my life, like my mother's fault, or my father, or my sisters. Or I used to think that the things that happened to me wasn't because of me, but it was because of somebody else. And when you have that mindset, you can't really be her at all because you are literally giving away your power to the next person to say, hey, this person has power over me in my life and they dictate what happens for me. And that's not true. When you are really her and you really know who you are, you realize that you have the power. You have the power to change your life. You have the keys, you have the knowledge, you have the intuition, you have the capability of being who you want to be and whatever else. And I think it's one thing for us to like be accountable to ourselves. I would always only be accountable to myself. So if somebody was to tell me like, oh, well, you did X, Y, and Z, or this is what you're doing, or I don't like this, blah, 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 I probably might be combative. I might combat you a little bit and try to gaslight you. I might do a little something like that. And I would leave that conversation, go and evaluate that to myself and be like, well, you know what? I was kind of like toxic right there. And I would never bring it back up to that person. And I used to think, well, I don't need to be accountable to other people. I don't need to let them know that they was right. And I recently decided, you know what, I'm gonna go and be accountable to this person that I acted away with, or that I gaslighted, or that I did something to. I'm gonna go and be accountable to them, let them know that I see where I messed up and that I apologize. And that right there was just powerful because not only doesn't tell myself that I'm accountable and that I am her and that I am, somebody who cares about how I feel and about how the next person feels. But that just like what that did to that relationship, it really just allowed another person to see that side of me and for them to feel like, hey, she really is her. Moral of the story. But besides all that, it's one thing to be accountable to yourselves, but it's another to allow yourself to be accountable with other people and around other people and to other people. Because at that moment that you know who you are, you know that you are her, you're going to take back your power of blaming everybody else. You have whatever it is that you need. God has given you whatever you need to go and do what you need to do, baby. Period. So, when she knows that she is her, she takes back all of her power. There is no more blame. There is no more life is happening to me. There is none of that because I am in control of my reality. I shift my reality. I am the creator of my reality. I attract things to me. If I don't like something, then that's just old energy that's trying to just, disintegrate. But what's mine is gonna always be mine and it's coming to me, period. Okay. Another thing, y'all, when she knows who she is, she is calm. She's calm. You know when it's like something is for you, or when you know that you're like so good at something. Like the job that I work at, I just know I'm good. I know I'm the best. I know it. I don't get overly excited. I don't get overwhelmed. I don't get stressed. I don't none of that because I know I'm literally the best doing what I'm doing. Period. Like can't nobody do better than me. When you just know who you are, when you know you hurt, it's a calming effect that comes over you. You don't need to be you don't need to try to force the situations to happen. You don't need to force anything. It's just like you just become so calm and so for sure of self, so clear of self, so just you know what I'm trying to say. Like recently, I kind of like caught myself feeling overwhelmed about something or feeling like a teensy bit of stress about something. And I had to tell myself, like, girl, you are really hurt. What does the shirt say? What does the shirt say? You are really hurt. Why are you so worried? Why are you so stressed? Like, I had to continuously tell myself, what's for me is for me, period. Calm down, relax, chill. When you know who you are, you're going to be calm. You're not going to be overly stressed or overly worried, none of that stuff. So I think that if there's something in your life that you just like, you constantly keep overthinking, overdoing all of it, just find a way to relax. And for me personally, if I hit this mic one more time, for me personally, what helped me to calm down and get back into understanding, like, hold on, wait, checking myself, like, girl, what? You doing what? Yeah, checking myself. I low key did a little Target shopping. Went to Target, bought some more skincare stuff, bought some more hygiene things. Came back home, made my protein breakfast. Went to the gym. Um, took a shower. I just did things that made me feel good, and within doing that, I feel great. I know I'm her, and what's for me is for me. Period. Y'all, I'm too excited, y'all. I'm just like excited that you guys are here. Okay, so now this brings me to the next thing. Somebody left a comment on the last episode and was pretty much saying that they're working on their nervous system because if their nervous system is in flight or flight, it's not going to attract their desires. And I love that comment so much because it brought me back to a time when I was reading this book called Becoming Supernatural by Joe Dispenza. And it taught me about like how the nervous system works. Like if you're always in fight or flight, if you're always stressed and worried and not calm, you're not going to bring your creations to you. You're not going to bring your desires to you, when you're in that stress state. You have to shift from being in your sympathetic nervous system to your parasympathetic nervous system. Twister. I think that is so powerful in understanding when you know who you are and you know your power, you take back your power, you got to understand the tools that you possess, right? Like your nervous system is one of your tools that you possess. If you know how to shift from, you being in that fight or flight to being in that calm state, at that moment you're in that calm state, in that relaxed state, you're going to attract the things to you. You're going to bring the things to you. Being her is being in your parasympathetic nervous system. It's being in that type of energy where it's calm, it's relaxed, it's stress free. You're just being. That's what it is. If there are things that you struggle with and you feel like you're constantly in that fight or flight when it comes to certain things, it could be money, relationships, um, career, whatever that is, friendships, if you feel like you're in fight or flight in certain areas of your life, then there's certain things you can do to shift yourself from being in that stress mode. First and foremost, take yourself out of the environment that's stressing you. Two, ground yourself, go meditate, yoga, relax, do what a spa, do anything that's gonna make you actually relax. Three, deep breathing. Start breathing. Start taking deep breaths. If I know that I'm stressed out about something, immediately, wherever I'm at, and immediately your body's literally going to shift into a more natural state. At that moment, now let me go ahead and reaffirm myself. I am that girl. I am her. I attract all my desires. What's for me is for me. I am the embodiment of wealth. What? Quit playing with me. So we're not going to allow, okay, no sympathetic nervous system to come in between us being her. Period. Okay. So when she knows who she is, she takes back her power, she is calm, and she knows the tools that she possesses, the things that she possessed in order to cast that spell on the universe. Like that's another thing. The way we speak. If you know you are her, you should never be speaking down on yourself. You should never be affirming negative beliefs. You should never be affirming the negative things about your life. Ever. Ever in life. Never do that. Okay? If you know you are her, you are only to speak life to yourself and to others. Now my problem is that I'm a person that likes to tell the truth. I like to tell people the truth. I don't want to sugarcoat. I don't want to. I don't want to lie to you, baby. I don't want to do that. I want to tell you the truth. Okay? And my problem is sometimes some people can't take the truth. Sometimes people can't take it. When you hit that soft spot and people be like, "Oh, I'm offended." I gotta work on it. But as far as in myself, I can take the truth. So when it comes to me, I can be real with myself. And that makes me really her. Y'all see how I keep tying it back though? Y'all see I love y'all. Now, okay, I think that's about it. But period. If you are speaking negative, do not do that. Do not do that to yourself. Like I literally had a dream last night and somebody from my past keeps showing up in my dreams. Like, I need something to do, please. Showed up in my dream last night and they was talking down on themselves. And I was like, don't say that. Why would you even say that about yourself? Ugh. But you have tuned in to another episode of Chaos to Creation. Hopefully, by the next time you guys, actually, hopefully after this week, I'm gonna have the name change. Period. It's gonna be changed. Don't forget, you guys, to subscribe to my new YouTube channel. I'm making a vlog that should be out here pretty soon. Hopefully, in the next 2 weeks. I love you guys so much, and I will see you next.
Hey y'all, if you truly want to embody your highest version of you and become your own boss without putting in too much time or effort, I have the perfect opportunity for you. With digital creations, you get fully customizable planners and playbooks designed to grow your social media and create passive income. You can edit them to match your brand and resell them for 100% profit. It's that simple. Ready to start? DM me digital and let's get you making money online.